Last time I shared with you my easy shrimp pad thai recipe. It was in collaboration with one of our Kickstarter backers, Lee, from 6 Kids Productions. And this time I want to share with you what you can do with some of the leftover ingredients.
Hi Julie, it's Lee again. So I wanted to see if I could get some more advice from you. First of all, I wanted to say thank you very much for the pad thai recipe. The last time that I had made pad thai, I was left over with ingredients that I don't normally deal with. 2 of them being tofu and bean sprouts. We don't normally eat tofu, so I wasn't quite sure what to do with the extra tofu, and the bean sprouts, I had to purchase it in kind of a big bunch. We used a small amount of it, and then I was left with leftovers. Maybe I didn't store them properly or something, but they kind of sort of melted on me. So if there is anything that you could show me what to do with leftovers from, let's say, a special dinner, that would be great. Thanks so much.
Lee said that she had a lot of tofu and bean sprouts left over from the very first time she made pad thai, and she didn't know what to do with them. Well guys, today I want to share with you my recipe for shrimp and tofu coconut curry. It's such a versatile, easy, flavorful curry because you could throw anything you have in your fridge in there, including the tofu and bean sprouts. So grab whatever's left in your fridge, come into the kitchen, and I'll show you how to make it. I'm not saying this is a Thai curry or an Indian curry. It's like a Julie curry. I don't know, it's just easy and good. And all you need for my shrimp and tofu coconut curry is onion, garlic, jalapeno, ginger, shrimp, tofu, curry powder, tomato paste, baby corn, red bell pepper, limes, soy sauce, coconut milk, bean sprouts, and cilantro. You can really use what you have and omit things if you don't have them. So I just sliced up 1 medium onion. Well, kind of lying. I didn't have 1 medium, so I used 2 small. And of course, 3 cloves of garlic. What else? Then you grab a 2-inch piece of ginger. Use a thin spoon to peel the skin. This way you have minimal amount of waste. And don't squirt yourself in the eye. If you can't get through a whole thing of ginger on time before it goes bad, then peel it like this and wrap it and put it in the freezer. And you could totally grate ginger and your garlic too on like a microplane or something. But if you just want to dice it up, then cut into little thin coins, lay it semi-flat, cut it into thin strips, and then you have minced ginger. The last of your aromatics is a jalapeno, or any spicy pepper that you like. If you don't like things really spicy, then you can remove the ribs and the seeds, but I like it spicy, so I'm gonna keep it all in. Just don't touch your contact lenses after this. So that wasn't so bad. That was just your aromatics. And if you don't want to go through all this, just throw it all in a little food processor and give it a blitz. Next, you have a red bell pepper. Isn't like this the biggest red bell pepper you've ever seen in your life? It's like a telephone. For this curry, I'm gonna keep the colors pretty simple. You know me, I usually like having really colorful food, But for this recipe, I'm purposely not gonna add a lot of green vegetables because there will be lime juice in it. So I don't like it when I put green vegetables in here and then it turns all drab and gray from the lime juice. Baby corn. These are gigantic baby corn. And the last is tofu. I'm using firm, but you can use extra firm. Basically, this is half of a 19-ounce package of tofu that I had, and I used half of it for my pad thai recipe, and I saved the other half in water. And I'm just gonna drain it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna dice it evenly. This way, go this way, and then go this way. So you have cute little cubes. And then I have frozen shrimp that I just defrosted and bean sprouts. So we're gonna head over here and throw it all together. You guys like how our counter miraculously moved on this side? I don't know what happened there. So I have 1 tablespoon of canola oil. You can use vegetable. Then we're gonna add our aromatics, meaning onion, garlic, ginger, and jalapeno. Whoops. As soon as this hits the pan, it punches you in the face. It's so fragrant. Okay, the onions are getting a little translucent, so I'm gonna make a little space in the pot and add another tablespoon of canola oil. Then you're gonna use curry powder, 3 teaspoons of it. The thing about curry powder is it's an all-in-one because it has turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, a lot of stuff going on. But if you don't have curry powder, then just mix those ingredients, those spices together. And you're gonna toast it in this oil. There's a difference between just dumping curry powder into something and taking the time to actually toast it in some oil. It brings it to life. It almost changes it a bit. And because of that turmeric, everything turns nicely golden yellow, like a pot of sunshine. And I'm using mild curry powder because you have jalapenos in here, so that's plenty spicy enough. Now, the surprise ingredient I would say is tomato paste. But tomato paste, it's not just an Italian ingredient. It's really just concentrated tomato, and it's a little bit sweet. So you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of tomato. This will thicken up your sauce, give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tartness, and I would say almost earthiness. Tomato paste, you always wanna cook the rawness of the tomato out too. So just gonna saute that up for 30 seconds as well. You're nearly there. All you want is unsweetened coconut milk. You don't want to get sweetened. And make sure you hear that sound. Because depending on temperature, coconut milk tends to solidify. You want to make sure it's well incorporated before you open the can at all. And all you're going to use is 1 cup. It's so gloppy. Now we have to add some seasoning, so that's gonna come in the form of soy sauce. Do you see some of these ingredients repeating from our pad thai recipe? So I measured out 3 tablespoons, but I'm gonna start off with just 2. And at the end, we're gonna taste everything and see if you need that remaining tablespoon. And you're just gonna use your spatula to pick up all the brown bits. Then you could add your tofu gently and your peppers, your red bell peppers. And this looks a little thick to me, so I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of water just to get things going so it thins out just a tad. And it'll help the rest of the ingredients cook. Just gonna put on the lid, let it cook for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. While the tofu's cooking, I'm just gonna measure out 2 tablespoons of lime juice. If you like things really limey, then add 3 tablespoons. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Okay, then we're gonna add our baby corn. See what I mean about keeping things not too colorful? They're all about the same color. It's like all orange, red, and yellow, warm colors. When you think that you're good, because baby corn is fully cooked, then you add your shrimp last minute, and it only takes about 1 to 2 minutes to cook afterwards. So I'm using half a pound of frozen shrimp that I just defrosted. So once that's nestled in, put the lid on for about 1 minute, throw in your bean sprouts, and then you're ready to plate. How easy was that? Let's check it out. Ooh. Do you see how some of the shrimp has turned pink and the tails have started to curl? So they're almost done. You don't want to overcook seafood. So then you're gonna grab 1 cup of bean sprouts. Again, this is a leftover ingredient from our pad thai recipe, but it's not crucial, so if you don't have them, then don't sweat it either. Throw that in so that they have a little bit of crunch to them still. Then, at the last minute, we're gonna add in our 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. I like it at the end so that you can really taste it. So it's like, makes you go. I'm gonna give it a taste. I have that tablespoon of soy sauce left on standby in case I need it. I think I need it. Oh, it's so nice and spicy. And guys, that's it. You're ready to plate.
Dum dum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum ba dum dum ba dum. I wish I had.
Aren't you excited?
A piece of
Wow, look at that.
chalk.
Gorgeous.
So I
So warm and fiery looking. And some white rice. I packed it in this little cup. Boop! Like a restaurant. And then we have some fresh cilantro leaves. This is where my papa green comes from. A little freshness at the end. And again, I had this on hand from the pad thai. You can always use parsley or basil. Tell me that doesn't look super tasty, like it makes your mouth water. It's so spicy, fragrant, warm, limey. I mean, this is really comforting. A little bit of tofu and bean sprout. That's a nice crunch. Don't mind me. Perfectly juicy, not overcooked at all. Okay, let me offer you some suggestions. Use whatever you have on hand. Chicken instead of shrimp. Any other vegetables that you want. And instead of serving it with white rice or brown rice, serve it with rice noodles. If you have them left over from the pad thai, then give that a try. Just boil them and then pour this on top. And even though this was so extremely easy to throw together, if you don't feel like making your own curry spices, then just get the curry paste they sell in a jar, either red or green curry, and add coconut milk. And it should already be seasoned. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today. And if you enjoyed this recipe, remember to push like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This really could be called curry in a hurry because seriously, it was so fast. It's so good. Shrimp is perfect in here though, it's like light. Woo! Clears up your sinuses though, in a good way.